What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2. Happy Easter, y'all. We are back on the boat, and we are in our very first Chaos 8 expedition. I think we're at the point now where, could realistically get wrecked at any given moment. So let's go ahead and give it a whirl and see what we can do here. Let's see. Let's go with a tree right about there. And then another one, say, right about there. Now, the problem we've got on this map is the spiders. The spiders are going to be the real deal. We don't have any reflect beams as well, of course, to deal with any mobs throwing at our trees. And I think, like, this area right here could be the toughest one. Let's go ahead and get it built out. I'm not really sure exactly how we want to do this. We're going to throw some slimes down right in the middle, of course. And then we want our bees to kind of be far away. Looking at the gear, I've got the heroes yet, but I didn't split them out yet because I just don't have enough ascension points for it to be a noticeable difference. We've got this relic on our bees. We're going to use some slimes. We've got that going. And we might potentially use a Nimbus as well. We've got some of that. Now, let's go ahead and build it out. Anyway, where the spiders die is where they leave their webs. So we want to make sure that we are far enough away from where the spiders die to not get all webbed up. So, like in this situation, I'm hoping the spiders die down here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and throw, I think I'm going to go ahead and throw Deadly Strikes back on there. Get a little bit more range out of these bees. That's pretty good. That gets it way up into the spawn. Alright, now let's go 6 over here too. I want to put them once again back as far into the corner as I can. Something like that. Now, if the slimes are mainly there for Dragon Lords, so if they get webbed, it's not a huge deal. Go with a tree right there. We'll drop a tree right there. Let's do up top before we continue on any further. Here, I think we've got the luxury of, everything's going to be real nice and in that tight little area there. So we can throw our bees way over here. Something like that. We'll throw them way back over here. I'm hoping this works out. This, going into this run, I felt pretty confident through most of them. Chaos 8 here doing this one hero thing is definitely where the confidence level starts to fall off a little bit. Not 100% sure how well we're going to do here. Well, let's see. We're going to throw a slime on the stair, but I do remember that the slime's AI is a little weird when you put them on the stairs right here on this one. So we're going to throw them there just because if a Dragon Lord gets into it, the slime is still going to pop on top of them. And then let's see. We still got an enormous amount of DU left. So let's go with 8 bees here maybe. And then we'll throw 8 over here as well. Still got tons of DU. Well, we can definitely do more in this area, but how do I want to do it? We don't have a ton of range on the Nimbus. I'm using Deadly Strikes on there. Oh, I don't have a Deadly on those. Do I have another one as backup? I do not. Alright, what do we want to do? I didn't put any on any of those other ones. I do have a Deadly Strikes on the slimes. We can pull that out. And we'll go with, say, a Power Transfer. I'm going to put the Deadly Strikes on the Nimbus just to get a little bit more range out of them. It's not a ton, but it will help. Actually do it like this. We'll put 2 right there. Then we'll put 2 right there. It should give a good bit of power. It leaves me 200 left, where I could basically do the same thing over here. We can go, just go something like that. Alright, the moment of truth. Do we get caved in? I think I'm going to upgrade the walls, just in case. I think I want to hit these. And then let's just go with a couple of B upgrades. There we go. Alright, so we are going to want to stay corrupt through this one. So with that in mind, let's drop some stars. Additionally, we're probably going to have to jump in and get our hands dirty a little bit. But we'll see how it goes. Alright, here we are. Drop a couple more rounds of stars. Wave 1 will be quite telling for us. Oh no, yeah, see the spiders are making it all the way up. And I think this could be the beginning of the end. We get in there and at least try to save this area. This spider's got way up in there. Oh no. Oh no! This looks like it's maybe straight raffle stomped. Yeah, we got trees down. This is the end, y'all. I don't know how many episodes that was, but this ended up going for several months, and this is definitely the end. Youch. Big ol' slap down, not even close. What I should have done is stayed in survival a little bit more. I could have stayed in survival longer and got my gear upgraded a bit more and then came right in. Of course, you're just fighting against the system using these things with limited range up close to where, where things go wrong. So that will do it for this series. That will be the end of this one. It was fun, though. No doubt about it. So now we have to take a look at what comes next. For the next playthrough, a lot of the tedious stuff, like going through the campaign and all that stuff, I'm probably going to end up doing it all on a live stream just so I can knock it all out and don't have to piece it through just one episode at a time. I asked up front, and people overwhelmingly said they wanted to see the whole thing. But there we go. We made it to Chaos 8 before we had our first loss. Now, obviously, even playing the Dryad only, we could, go to survival, get geared up a little bit, try some different setups on different maps, and get our first Chaos 8 win. However, this is a hardcore playthrough, the nature of that. So, hindsight is always, you could have done this differently, but hardcore is hardcore, so this one is done, y'all. But that will do it for now. Thanks an absolute ton for watching. Keep an eye out on the channel. I will be running either a poll or I'll put up a video to see what character will be the next one in the Hardcore Only series. But thank you all so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you soon.